All right, welcome back to another episode of the Red Line Podcast. For some reason, we got an echo on the phone.
Still heard? All right.
It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So let's pick back up where we were just living off. What happened, Wanda? What you said with Dirty?
I didn't want to talk about it on here.
Okay.
Okay, well, a place that we told her about had some good food. She went there and she didn't think the cuisine was good.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
So yeah, that's why we said we'll talk about it at another time. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna bash no
Yeah,
place.
because I'm not bash. I don't want to bash another black business. So we'll
I,
talk about it later.
all right. No problem. No problem. Dirt, if you are using another device at the crib, that's what's called, I think that's what got a delay happening or an echo rather. No?
You're not echoing.
I muted Dirt for a quick second. That's why.
Um,
So, we'll get it figured out, y'all. But anyway.
You got the air off for a second.
I'm trying to Dirt, are you using your phone or your iPad?
My pad, same stuff I use every week.
Check your Bluetooth settings. See if Bluetooth is on anywhere.
Wouldn't know. It's always on.
Because you can have some earphones or something nearby that's got you duplicating.
Oh, okay. I'm double time. No, I ain't got nothing. Ain't nothing hooked up. Ain't nothing on. Kids gone. Ain't wife went upstairs read a book. Ain't nothing going on.
Oh. So yeah, go into your Bluetooth settings, turn it off real quick, and see if that makes sound.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, Bluetooth ain't even on.
Trying to turn it on. What's going on, Carolina? Yeah, that's what we're trying to get fixed now. I can hear the echo also.
I go out and come back in, but I got the same setup.
why is it not?
He said he only heard from you.
Yeah, because whenever I talk, something on your end is picking me up. So, because he can hear Wanda's probably also.
Well,
And
when I talk, I can hear me, and actually, when
it's not.
Dirt talk, I don't hear Dirt.
Yeah. So whenever Dirt talks, I don't hear it either. But whenever you and I speak, that's when I hear it, unless he's muted. So right now we can't hear it because I got him on mute.
That's because I did it wrong.
Yeah, try and hop off and log back in, Dirt. See what happens. Stop. Nothing. We didn't go find a movie. My goodness. Got one that broke my chair. The other one, he won't let me live. Let me tell you what Bubby did.
Oh, Lord.
Ship your little cousin out there to you.
I got enough problems here.
So I go
That doggy.
to hook up another AC unit in my place. And so I'm trying to figure out which room works the best to hook it up in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's back whenever Dirt come back. Um,
Maybe it's the stormy weather.
It could be.
that could be. And so I go to move stuff around in Bubby's room, and lo and behold, Bubby has two ice cream buckets sitting in a hidden spot. And just a couple of days previous, his older sister was like, Dad, did you throw away the ice cream? And I'm like, nah, why would I throw away the ice cream? Y'all ain't ate it up yet. So, but I did notice that the ice cream was gone out of the freezer. And not just that, but when I went to go get some, it was all sloshy, it wasn't frozen.
Mm.
Long story short, Bubby been hopping up late at night, running in the kitchen and taking the ice cream from smashing.
Hey,
Kids. I don't know what else to say.
I mean,
Same way Tobias wake up. Well, he don't wake up. He still be up. I wake up about 3 o'clock, go to the restroom. Dude's still up, and all along the side of him is little chewy jolly. Yeah, yeah. It might be it might be the storm over here. It's going this down on the south side of St. Louis
can you hear
today,
me?
baby.
Oh, yeah, it echoed again. Shit, thought we had it.
Yeah, too.
See, I had turned it down because Jig sound. I had turned mine down because Jig sound loud on my end, so it sound like you say, like you projecting, and so I turned it down a little bit. But mm,
Now, out of all nights when we talking about something important,
Right.
sound want to act up. I
So
don't
we
like
just,
that shit.
I know, right? We just gonna have to make sure to take turns and have intentional dialogue when we start talking about what we're gonna talk about. So, with that being said, how has y'all's week been?
It's been cool. I can't even complain. It's been alright, I guess.
Even working them weekends?
Yeah. And when I got my check today, it was definitely worth it. So it is what it is.
Right.
It is what it is. So
I done had a pretty solid week. A lot better than last week, I can tell you that. But outside of that, nothing bad to talk about. It's all been solid, all been uphill. Volleyball game could have went a little better, but outside of that, we solid.
it
And
was
it take me
fun
like two
though.
days. It take me like 2 days after the volleyball game to get my shoulder back together.
Well, hey, you was whipping up them serves, so it was cool. It was what it was.
So how did the game go?
We played well.
What's happening, MC?
Hey, Mike, it's been a minute.
Right.
What up, Guzzo?
So y'all played well. How many games did y'all
Mm,
play?
2
How many y'all win?
matches or game.
Both.
We won 3 matches, lost 2 games.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it was fun. It was cool.
yeah. As long as y'all had fun, that's what matters.
It was a good time. It was definitely a good time.
But you ever
And I'm
been at the loss, been riding in your car and you just be talking to yourself? You know what I'm saying? See, you got somebody to talk to on the way home. I be riding by myself and I be like, hold
oh
on,
my
man. You
goodness.
know what I'm saying? I be playing that shit in my cause all game long, or you be like, oh no, it's all good, cuzzo. It's good, cuzzo. And I be like, man, back in boy in '97, that would have been you know what I'm saying?
Look,
That would have
but
been a
we are
great.
definitely not in 97. We are
I
in
would have made sports center.
2023. I'm kissing 40, you 40 plus. Hey,
Yeah.
What
What's going on?
man on? What up, man?
So my week has been rough, to say the least. I know I told y'all the other night about one of my best friends, my childhood best friend. Been hanging out with him. Him and I've been rocking since we were in 7th grade together. And long story short, found out this morning when I pulled into work that my buddy passed away last night. Took it.
Oh,
Yeah, condolences, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Condolences to him and his family. I did.
Yeah, shout out uh, Bill Vickers, rest in peace. Um, again, one of my best friends in life. Knowing each other since '92. Oh, before '92.
oh, y'all niggas old.
Hey, I don't even want to start bringing that up. I'm gonna go ahead and calm that down a little bit. But we have been rocking together since 7th grade. Uh, Started rocking together when we was in band, and we became real close, and we went through high school together. Remained real close. After I got back from basic and AIT, he was one of the first people I went to go see after. Hung out with the family a little bit, and he and my guys. So yeah, tough day, hard loss. Shed a lot of tears off and on today. Try to make sure I hold
Oh,
together while we on live because I
yeah.
saw him the last time I went to St. Louis. And I
Mhm.
went to the hospital to go see him, and been trying to call him, but yeah. So much love forever to my boy Bill Vickers. Condolences
Okay.
to his family.
Yeah. Okay, God dog it. I have to fix that later. Kids been in here messing with my stuff.
Oh man, tell me about it. Can't stand that. My whole damn camera was turned off when I first got on. I don't know how that
There y'all
happened.
go, man. There y'all go, man. Leave them kids alone now.
Ain't nobody. No, they need to leave my stuff alone. They don't pay for nothing.
What she
Leave them
said.
kids alone.
They don't pay for a daggone thing. Always messing with stuff.
They might be a little bit more skilled than us. They might be positioning it in the right way for you.
Got myself falling all over. No, thank you. Shoot.
Yeah, I don't need their help.
Mm-mm.
It's out of here. So anyway, let's so that's been my week, and I'm trying to see what else is gonna come out of it. I might have to fly to St. Louis for a day to
Mm.
attend services. So yeah. But what?
Pretty good. What?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Some stuff jumped up that wasn't supposed to.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody had a. Seemed like it was an upgrade from the previous week, but we're getting there. Baby steps. We're getting there. Baby steps. We're gonna take baby steps.
Right.
How everybody week been in the comment section? The comment caucus. How y'all week been?
Just give them a little bit about what the topic is gonna be, G, just to break them in a little bit into the topic. We ain't gotta go into it just yet, but we can, let them know a little something.
Okay. Yeah. So today is fuck around and find out Friday. And the reason why today is that day, this is following the events that happened in Chicago where a 14-year-old boy ended up shooting uh, a man who was assaulting his mother. And the video has been going around social media. Uh, and it's pretty appalling, to be completely honest with you. There you have a
Hmm.
grown man in a woman's face threatening to assault her, and then he follows through with it. And when I say he follows through, he followed through, and more than one time did he assail this young lady. I mean, he hit her like she was another grown man. Punched her. You could hear the skin to skin contact. He wasn't strong enough to knock out the first time, so he went in again. And all of this happened while you had bystanders who weren't doing anything in close quarters in the restaurant. And instead of somebody stepping up to stop it, everybody decided to record because that's what we do now.
That's where we at. That's the type of time we living in.
Yeah. And so this young man, this 14-year-old, and y'all we'll figure out what we want to label him, either a hero or whatever the case may be. We'll get into that in a little bit. But this young man heard an issue happening. Commotion, yeah, while he was sitting outside, and he ran in, and he had a piece, a thing, and pow, some things happened, and somebody's life was taken. That somebody's life who was taken was the person who was threatening the assailant who had threatened violence and then acted on it. So that's what it is right now.
Man.
So if y'all want to jump in, we can, or if y'all want to just talk around something real quick, because we had another major issue that happened yesterday, as a matter of fact, with the Supreme Court justice, Supreme Court, not justice, but the Supreme Court amending affirmative action. So that's kind of a bit of a surprise topic, but however y'all want to handle that, let's get into it.
Oh my God, I'm sick of it. I say this every week, bro. Like, I am just waiting on the aliens to come and get me, because we are getting it wrong on so many levels here.
Yeah,
getting it wrong. Like, how can you, with human decency, and you know that there's another, I guess, race that has the upper hand over everyone else, and then be like, oh, we no longer need this. This is no longer an issue. Like, it's bonkers to me. It is bonkers to me. But anywho.
So Dirt, you got anything on that? Nothing. All right. So here's my thoughts on that. It goes several ways, right? Especially with affirmative action. So the Supreme Court justices decided they've got a bit of I think it's like a 200-page document that explains the reasoning behind their ruling. And what they did was they began to just simply use a lot of the things that people had been saying against the people that were saying it. It was 2023, essentially. There ain't no racism, blah, 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 blah. If we're going to be progressive, we need to strike down some things. And so they did that. I think they did it a bit premature, a bit way too immature, because there are still things that the American society has to tackle in order to make sure that we are on even ground.
Right. They stopping funding for HBCU. Like, it's all kind of stuff that's going on, and HBCUs were created so we can have that level playing ground.
Absolutely. So, although I don't agree with the reasoning, or even the outcome of it, what I do think, conversely, is it's a bit of a relief. Like, good. And I'm saying that because my hope is that
I was just about to say, like, please explain, because
let me explain that directly. I owe the why. And the why is because I'm tired of us giving all of our resources over to any and everything and everybody else. Now is the time that we can pull our own resources as a culture. Again, in 2024, we are projected to spend $1.4 billion on bullshit. So let's figure out before that time gets here how to pool our resources and fund ourselves. We can open banks, we can open schools, we can open more colleges, we can donate to our own universities. We can do all of these things ourselves.
Not Kanye school, though. We're not gonna give money to Kanye school. We're not gonna do that. Not Kanye school.
Not Kanye.
We gonna leave school Adondo exactly where it's at.
Yeah. But
But the other ones.
right. And so the hope is it's a forced movement of self-actualization as a culture that pushes us to do for ourselves better. And I also understand the implications that this is going to have to predominantly white schools. You see, what
Mm-hmm.
they didn't take into account is the predominant player for sports on the collegiate level is who?
Black people.
Black people. But now you've pulled this resource away from these colleges at this point. That's what you've done. And the hope is our players begin to go back, black and brown, absolutely. Our players begin
Oh
to go.
my goodness, Manny. It is and it is
I
freaking
get what you did there, Jig. I get what you did there. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mhm.
agree with
it
you
is
on that. They
definitely
gonna start
implied when we say black that brown is included.
Because I'm
because
actually a little brown.
even though like here like East St.
Cause some of
Louis
us a little almondy.
University, they not getting the pub that CBC is getting. You know what I'm saying per se. You know what I'm saying, the private schools. You know what I'm saying. So a lot of the athletes shoot out there. You know what I'm saying. So not only are we shooting out there, if we don't have the funds to live in them communities, then we gotta source our children to live in homes away from our community, away from us, to
Yep.
live because you know what I'm saying, like they live out there. Some of the students live in the homes out there closer so they can be a part of the, you know what I'm saying, the school system, the alumni, as opposed to building her in a community as say a local little high school or it's I see what you did there. Am I still
Yeah.
back on?
N-
You good.
it's yeah. Oh, there it is again. Damn.
No, he's
It's when
good. But
y'all
when we
talk.
talk,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So that's exactly what I mean, right? If you cut me out of your clubs, fine, I'll establish my own. But once you
Hmm.
begin to see that this market is what we corner, this is $1 billion industry these universities have cornered. That's predominantly made up of us, of the minority culture. $1 billion industry. And so now I hope again we see this, we understand it, and we actually begin to filter it so that we begin to translate those dollars to make sense for us at this point.
Hmm.
People have got to pull away from all the emotion that's attached to affirmative action and yada 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 and understand what the other implications are. There's two sides to every coin, and that's the other side to this coin. We can capitalize off of this. Thank
We
you.
could, but will we?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question, Wanda. That's a good question. But will we? But will we? And I hope we
Because
do it.
I mean, are we going to be too busy still blaming everybody else for what we can't get done when we can definitely do it, but you know accountability. Nobody likes to be accountable.
Right. What you got to say, Dirt?
Yeah. I was just gonna say it starts with support. You know what I'm saying? If we can't support each other, you know what I'm saying, on the small levels, ain't no way we gonna get together on the bigger terms or bigger projects. You know what I'm saying? It says it'll never happen. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. But I don't
So
want to say
we make.
never because I feel like it just takes one to start it. It takes one.
I was just making an assumption. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I
so
got you.
don't.
Yeah.
You know, that was it.
What's
You
up,
know,
Alice?
and
It's been a minute.
what up, cuz
Well,
out?
All right. So yeah, I hope we can really figure this out and then just bank on our own selves to to do what we got to do as a culture because it's time is up for us to stop blaming everybody else for our mishaps and our downfalls and all of that. Time is up for that. Like we have a lot of resources and we have a, a lot of we said that we got all this stuff, and which is why they felt the need to take it away. So let's show them that we can actually do this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
I think I might need this mute button every week because it filters me. It keep me from just hopping in and just talking. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh my God.
uh,
Stop it.
but just going to what you saying, wanted to just the support. Like, I know it's a bunch of people. I probably got a bunch of partners in the background that's just sitting lurking in the background and not commenting and not, you know what I'm saying? Really, but then they'll see me later on this week and then they'll talk about the podcast. And I'll be like, hold on, bro, I didn't see you on there. Like, why didn't you comment or why didn't you know what I'm saying? So it always start with us, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost. We don't support each other, we going nowhere. You know what
Uh,
I'm saying? You spend your dollars elsewhere on other people as opposed to your fam. You know what I'm saying?
Whew. That little buzz ball got me little. This the
oh,
thing.
I told you to stir that thing up.
Hey, I
yo,
just it was good. I just drank it. It was fire.
hey, I had one of them jokers that put me down some years ago, and I ain't picked up. I didn't know what the hell was in that damn thing. All I know is it made me slow down, like I was on some lean or something. I was like, "Oh my god, damn!"
I'm 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 a little warm now, but hey, it is
Yeah.
what it is.
I could tell you I drunk one for loco
Never.
Oh my God.
and I that was the last time I ever drunk them things. You know what I'm saying? That
Uh, Alice
oh
had
my
just sent
goodness.
us a thing saying like what like Four Loco is equivalent to. It was like 10
Yeah.
shots of espresso and like 4 shots of alcohol or something. Like how the hell you supposed to function on it? Like seriously? They was literally trying to kill folks on them things.
Yeah, I had a bad night on. I do not do the Four Locos. It does. It makes absolutely not. And I will drink a lot of things, but that stopping point.
Throw it in trash.
And
Straight
Cuzzo
stopping
influenced me to drink that. Not you, Wanda, but they know who they are out here. You know what I'm saying?
point. They wrong for that.
Influenced me to drink that. You know what I'm
Was it my
saying?
brother? Cause they was it my brother?
Nah, nah.
That girl said she missed Four
Look,
Loco. No, my
look, she just
God.
told on herself right there.
Oh,
You
it
know
was
what I'm
Alice.
saying?
Let me tell you something, gentlemen. For
She just told
everybody,
on herself.
for all the men who are watching this and who will be listening to this in the future, be weary of women who are okay with drinking Four Loco.
Hey, Cuzzo. Hey, Mika.
Hey boy,
That,
I start sweating all over again just
hey,
thinking
I
about that
Oh
Four Loco
my
experience.
goodness.
pull the hat off real quick and wipe my forehead because
Oh,
golly, memories,
I'm over here
memory.
making a mess.
Yeah, you can't trust a woman with drinking Four Loco.
Yeah, cause he put you out there.
I'm just saying, you can't trust. You can't. It ain't even just women. You can't. Hey, ladies, for any dude that you would be thinking about making a suitor sometime soon, and you see that if you go over his house and
I
he's
don't
got,
even think they make Four Locos anymore.
well, if he was dumb enough to hang on to a Four Loco, if you see, or if he begins to tell you multiple, if he tells you more,
I'm an energy type person. I don't need that type of energy in a beverage, in a cocktail. You see what I'm saying? So
Oh my
I'm good with
God.
all that.
look at this. They still make that Satan in a cup.
Mm, mm,
Damn all
mm.
that. Yeah, ladies, if you know any dudes that drink Four Loco,
Move
go ahead,
away, bro. Move away.
X him off your list. He is not okay, and we do not
So
support
what
that.
y'all saying is Four Loco is a red flag, is what y'all saying.
It needs to be a permanent red flag for everybody.
Mm, mm,
For everybody.
mm,
Anybody who say,
mm,
"Oh yeah,"
mm,
anybody
mm.
that come up be
Or
like,
a
"Oh
white flag. It can be a white flag. Like,
Is
hold
this
on,
it's a
this
flag
ain't
of
right.
surrender?
Like, I
yeah,
quit.
yeah." Anybody that say if they story start off with, "Oh man, we was drinking Four Loco," just go ahead and go home. Go home. You have no dealings with that human ever again in life.
So those of you who have drank Four Loco, what was your favorite flavor?
Throwing them in the trash can.
That is not a flavor.
Oh, okay. All right. Because no.
Tyrant, he like the gold one, so he probably didn't taste them all, bro. We
Look,
gonna have to hey,
Tyron, I don't know about you anymore. I don't know about
Mm,
you anymore. I don't even know if I can let people know that we went to school together no more.
you just did.
I know, but that might be the last time I say it. I mean, that might be it.
Cause I think the one time I had a for loco was it had to be like 2004 maybe. Um, I don't remember the night. Uh, and I don't even think I finished the whole can. I immediately felt like I needed to throw up somewhere, and yeah, that was that night on Four Loco. So
That shit is not okay.
it's not
Super
okay.
sweet, super sweet. It's just trash. Oh my goodness! Like yeah, like you said, one. I don't even think I finished the
Yeah, and
can.
like
You
it's
know
a
what I'm
big
saying?
ass can. It's like one of them what's them Arizona tea cans.
Mm-hmm.
Them it was huge. It was a lot. They wanted you to die.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate them things. I'll never drink that. The
Mm.
goal is to never be that broke again.
Well, speaking of being that broken liquor, me and my sister went to the liquor store today, and I ran across some MD 2020,
Yes.
and they went up $1. They are now $3.99 instead of $2.99.
That's
I was
inflation
about
because
to say, I think I can go back down memory lane with some MD one day in my life. You know what I'm saying? It
yeah,
wasn't bad.
I, I
Nowadays, I
almost
think I just
bought
put
I
it on
almost bought
ice
that
and put it
orange
in the freezer.
jubilee. That's what got me started. The orange one, the orange jubilee.
that orange jubilee, it's a crowd pleaser. I just say that.
She's, yeah, she did want to get the kiwi strawberry one, and I was like, we are above this now.
So just put it on some ice. You know what I'm saying? Like I still do a box wine. You know what I'm saying? Give me a
You know
good
what?
quality box
I
wine.
saw some Carlos Rossi. I was
Oh,
like, oh, it brought back some memory.
Good or bad, it could be good or bad memories, but still, the
Those
Rossi
were
at
good
hand is
memories.
like
It just makes it thinks
it's a
about
quality.
family, a good time. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I think I'm gonna start hosting every other Saturday a card game in my house again.
I dare you.
I think I'm gonna start doing it because I miss it. I miss hanging with the fam. I miss cards. I miss, you know. I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna do the spades games every other Saturday. So if anybody want to play, want to get down, it's gonna be BYOF and B. Bring your own food and over it because I ain't making that type of money.
Right.
But
Yeah, because like you
yeah,
say, one of them was pretty much tradition. That's what we grew up on. We couldn't
we
wait to link up
did.
on the Friday, Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because we knew they was
Go
jamming
over Uncle
spades.
JB house. We know he's gonna be some fried chicken, some fish, some
Yes,
running around while they play cards and talk crap.
yeah.
Right.
I got a big enough table for cards. My kitchen is suitable. I have a bar. So hey, I every other Saturday I'm willing to do the card game.
And it just so happens that I will be moving back close enough to begin to attend those events. How about
Hey, I'm with it.
all right?
Oh,
So
we 30 minutes in.
I
All
know
right,
that.
let's get to our topic though for
All right,
real because
all right, fuck around and find out Friday.
What you say?
So okay, who I gave the lead in for it. I gave the preface. So
everyone is invited. Yes,
You got to play some spades too, though. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna get on that
I don't care
table,
if you
though.
don't know how
You
to
see
play.
what I'm
It's
saying?
fun getting yelled
I'm
at.
just saying if you're gonna get on that table, I
Oh
ain't worried
well,
about.
y'all pick your
Yeah.
own partners wisely, okay?
just don't invite Lance.
Everybody's everybody's invited.
Lance gonna cheat your ass out of your shit.
Oh Lord, wait. If you don't know when you're being cheated, then you deserve to be cheated.
That's what I'm saying. Like that. You know what I'm saying? So
So yes, everyone is invited. Okay, so let's get into this topic. So old boy decided to use old girl as a punching bag in a restaurant. Her son was like, we ain't having it. Took Buddy out. Was he right or wrong? I mean, there's so much going on because I really feel like after watching the video, the dude was already triggered. So somebody pissed him off before he left the house to go pick up the food. He had nowhere to place that anger. So he took it out on the first person that popped up.
Let me just interject this real quick because I don't disagree
Okay.
with you totally, but I don't
Okay.
think he took it out on the first person available because he made sure he took it out on somebody he knew he could probably beat. That's what
Okay.
he did. All right, my bad. Go ahead, Kazo. Come on up, MC.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Mike.
mute you real quick. Mute you real quick. Let Wanda go ahead and finish this. Go ahead, Wan.
So, I'm just saying, like, I really feel like his anger was misplaced. It definitely wasn't toward that woman that he took it out on. She just happened to be the trigger and the target. You know what I'm saying? So whatever she had said to him to get him to that point, he was like, "Look, I can't take anymore." He was at the end of his rope, and with him not being able to know how to deal with his emotions, which I feel a lot of black men do not, or men period, and not even just black men period, don't know how to deal with certain emotions. And he dealt with it the best way that he could. Unfortunately, it cost him his life. So I mean, just humanizing him a little bit, because he was somebody's son, somebody's father, or whatever. But at the same time, when you make these choices, when you go out into the world and make these choices, you need to think about the people who are depending on you and who love you. You know what I'm saying?
Consequences
So
behind them actions.
that part. And that's just my take on it, and I can get deeper into it later. But what y'all think?
What you got, Dirt?
Like I say, end of the day, consequence behind them actions. If you leaving the crib, whether it's just road rage or anything, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People, we getting road rage every day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody cut you off, somebody do some switch lanes crazy, or they ain't traveling the speeds you want. As a individual, every day we deal with stress, we deal with problems.
Yes,
We
Lord.
need to channel. We need to channel that different, like Wanda's saying. You know what I'm saying? So I think he got what he. I can't say he got what he deserved, but if I was a son, my mother sent me that text message that I got a male in her acting crazy.
He wasn't
His
acting crazy.
kids.
He put hands. He placed
I'm just
hands.
saying. But before I don't know. She couldn't have sent the text while she was getting hit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
true.
I think you know what I'm saying. The text came in beforehand, like, look her situation getting crazy in her. Look out, because as a child, I remember situations where I wouldn't let my mother get talked too crazy, or you know what I'm saying. This is a defensive mechanism for males. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because that's the first and only woman that
So
gave us love
as I
throughout
got a
our life.
question. So
Go ahead.
as a son, a male son, do you feel like it's your responsibility to protect your mother? Is that your job?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, through and through. Without a male
But the
figure
mother's
being in
job is to
that,
protect her child, not vice versa.
And that's where things get skewed. That's that part right there.
Okay, but we'll get into that later.
M, MC Jigga, did you want to speak, or you want
Go
to
ahead,
let
MC.
MC take the floor?
You got it. You got it.
Michael, you got some fans.
What's up, cuz? I I 100%. I just wanted to get on here and say, and I mean, Lord forgive me. Dude got what he deserved.
I mean, no forgiveness needed. A
Motherfucker
lot
hit
of
my
people feel
mama
that
like
way.
that. Motherfucker hit my mama like that. Ain't no other questions or nothing. Like it, like period. Like y'all know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
I mean, cause like I'm like honestly like knowing our family. If any of like y'all mothers were in that position, I do honestly feel like the same outcome would have been had. I really do.
Oh
Wanda,
yeah.
let me tell you something. Motherfucking nigga hitting you like that. He finna take that trip. You dig what I'm saying? And you just my cousin. Like ain't nobody got no business like hitting no woman like that.
That is very true. I agree with that.
Like that's the
So
biggest sign of weakness a man can show.
I hate you so much. He came for a burger and left with
I've been in that situation where I had to protect my mother. You see what I'm saying? So
hmm
that's the only thing I can speak of. I can speak
So how do
volume
you
for. You
like?
know what I'm
How did
saying?
you feel in that moment? Do you feel like you had to be the man of the house, or do you still feel like a son at that time? Like, how do you feel?
I feel like that son that she raised to be that man. You see what I'm saying? She can only do
Okay.
so much, but she didn't instill in me what it is to boom, value your mother, value your sister. You know what I'm saying? One day you might get married, son. Value your wife. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's always about protecting that woman. You know what I'm saying? So we hear a lot of days where men don't protect women and men come from women, so we that's instilled in us first. Like I say, that was the first queen that we ever met, so
hmm
that's the last queen we gonna ride for. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So,
buddy.
but this young man was only 14 years old.
And he was strapped.
I think that was her. I think it was her gun, though, right? If I'm not
Go for her
mistaken.
strap. Yeah, it was her strap.
Yeah.
But
Hey.
Register, register.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make sense of the whole thing because there were also grown men inside this restaurant that did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but like Dirk was kind of saying just not too long ago, that's kind of where our people live with each other though. You know, motherfuckers quick to pull out them cameras now instead of stepping in. But
Yeah,
even stepping in though, you really making a choice these days stepping in.
that's
You know what
true.
I'm saying? Because any one of them could have stepped in and shit could have went any other kind of way.
They could have.
You know what I'm saying? So I think people be just like hesitant,
And I
but
mean, I understand. I get it. People are trying to make it back home to their families, and
And you don't know if you don't know if that's a husband and wife situation. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you
he
stepping
wasn't
into at the
talking
end of the
to
day.
her like he was
Yeah.
with her or anything like that. He wouldn't even talk to her like he knew her. He was talking to her like a stray dog on the street.
fat
So,
cuz, please speak on it, cuz I see you got something to say.
but because it's a lot that goes through my mind with these situations. Like, first off, absolutely protect your woman, protect women, protect your family members. But let's not be remiss. Not all women deserve protection, especially when they put themselves in situations that cause someone else to eventually get hurt. Understand what I'm saying? And I mean exactly that because there are women who will go out and create these situations because they
Okay.
know somebody's going to step in. But what
hmm
men have to remember is
Ah,
that
yeah, you're right.
it's not always our responsibility to protect that woman because we've got family that we've got to get back to.
Okay. So here's my thing with that. It may not protection can come in several different forms. You know what I'm saying? It could simply be telling your woman like, "Hey, you tripping? Back the hell down."
Mhm.
That's protection in itself. Or it could be physical protection or whatever.
Yeah,
There are
and
several ways of protection.
absolutely. And remember, when dealing with a fool, you don't know how much of a fool is until a fool commits a foolish ass act. So
Boy, preach on that, cuz.
when
Jesus.
when we insert ourselves into these situations, we have to do it with a bit of wisdom and caution. Because again, if this was any one of us, any one of your first cousins that's here right now, Wanda,
hmm
and we was there, and we did hop up and be like, "Hey, bro, calm that shit down real quick." You dig? You don't need to be. That's not what you need to be on right now, right? Dude could have had a piece, right, and he could have flatlined one of us. So
Yeah.
there is an appropriate time and space for that to happen, but not all women deserve protection. That's just the unfortunate truth of it. Just like not all men deserve respect or the
Mm,
position of a leader because they haven't earned that shit,
yeah.
right? So we can definitely interject in situations, but we have to do it with wisdom and caution so that we can make sure we can go back to our loved ones at the end of the
hmm
day, because that's where the protection is supposed to be had with our loved ones, with our family. with those women. That's where our
Mhm.
loyalties lie. I love black women and will do the utmost I can to protect them. But there's a boundary that I won't cross. And if I see that I'm about to cross that boundary, I'm going to back out because I've got 3 daughters,
Mhm.
right? That I have to make sure I'm here for. I've got a son that I have to make sure I'm here for. I've got a whole family that I make sure I got to make sure that I'm here for as long as I can possibly be. And
Mhm.
I don't want to put myself in a situation not knowing the ins and outs of what's going on, getting myself flatlined because of it.
Mhm.
So that's the devil's aspect of it. You know, what do y'all think?
Well,
Yeah, I could
my
just tell
thing.
you two
I'll go ahead. Babe.
situations. I
Uh-huh.
could just tell you two situations of where I was like I say, for my mother, I'd have been in a situation where I had to protect her, being being 7, being 13. I'd have been in them situations. You see what I'm saying? I'd have been in situations where like what went on, you know what I'm saying, where the family had to choose between where the law had to choose between whether he's a child or he's an adult. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I had a situation where my brother been convicted as an adult at 15 for a crime he did. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's certain situations that I can see, and for as like the topic tonight being held accountable, like the family. Should my mother and father be held accountable for my brother's actions? You know what I'm saying? It's
So I
it's a
mean,
whole lot of things that
the
spin
mom
into
and the son were both arrested. We know that, but they were both
correct.
released. Um, that baby has to deal with this the rest of his life. He took somebody's life. He has to deal with that the rest of his life. But the fact that I feel like the fact that he had so much support from like outside, and also he felt like he did the right thing, that may help. But at the same time, the fact that he had to step up to be that protection for his, like, where was the dad?
Yeah, Wanda, but they say dude had his girlfriend in the store with him. Like, why she didn't stop this man?
She was okay, and from what, and she's the type of female that don't need protecting because she was egging him on,
Right?
from
Like,
what I understand.
I feel fat on that. Like, some chicks do create the situation, but
Like,
the
if
support for the little 14-year-old,
yeah,
I me personally, I don't think he done nothing what nobody else had a done.
okay,
I'm just being real about that.
uh
And that's
huh.
what I was speaking on as a that's the topic from the West situation. It was a mother and a son. So we brung into a lot of factors, but
Yeah,
end of the
I'm
day,
not
it
a
was a
son,
mother and
so
son.
I don't know what y'all mind frame is when it comes to moms or anything like that.
It's the same way with
It's
fathers
gonna
and
be your
daughters.
it's gonna be your same mind frame. You see somebody
Yes.
fucking with your daddy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I mean,
Right. It's the
yeah.
same. It's the father and daughter. So that's the topic. You know what I'm saying? That was the situation. It was a mother and the son. It wasn't no other factors. It was a mother and the son. So with the mother and son aspect playing out, I think any son would have
Ah,
reacted
yeah.
in
Yeah.
that
But
fashion.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
but think about like coming like this whole situation as a community though. There were so many people in that restaurant. There was the person
Yes.
that was recording. There was the guy that turned around and walked away, just walked out like, fuck this food. I don't need it. I don't need to eat today. Um, and the girlfriend that was in there egging it on when she could have simply been like, "Hey, baby, tripping. You know, leave this lady alone. Get our food and let's go." Cause I like I'll be damned if I like let my husband be wilding out and embarrassing me in public like that. Like I don't care what the person said to you. Like if even in like if it's a female, I would step up first. I wouldn't be like I would not let my man handle a female. Period. Like there is nothing that you have to say to this woman that I can't say.
This is true.
Yeah, that's all true, Wanda. But you know, the community ain't near what it was like when we was growing up. I'm sure.
And I mean I understand that, but at the same time, like how do we get back to community? Because this is ridiculous.
I'm gonna
Man,
tell
look at her. We can't get back to that. I'm gonna just go back to what Dirk was just saying again. How, you know, like we on here tonight, motherfuckers ain't on here But they'll see y'all and be like, hey, say something about the podcast. And
Right.
that shit crazy. But that's where we all at too.
And that's so again and I'm glad you said that because with this whole strike or amendment of affirmative action, hopefully this pushes us into a situation where we have no other choice
But to depend on each other,
to
because we all we got. Like seriously, like who else?
absolutely.
All other communities look out for their own, except for ours.
Yep. And we are continuously letting our dollars go to any and everybody else.
Yeah,
Can't say
buddy.
nothing about the Jewish community without them all coming together. You see what I'm
Quick,
saying? When are we
quick.
gonna take? When are we gonna take? You know what I'm saying? Notice of what is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we all got together and we talked about Kanye instead of thinking about damn they banded together to talk about him about anti. You know what I'm saying about some.
Anti-Semitic shit. Now, I
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I did.
Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie, he had some great points, but
I,
they bashed him. These
I
two,
just
they stick together. Go ahead, Jigga.
I just want to throw this out here. I told y'all I am not letting Kanye go. I know he out there in the ether, but I refuse to let Kanye go because everybody else, I'm doing exactly the same thing that they do. It's motherfuckers that still down with Jeffrey Epstein. Come on, man. Like I don't know if I can say the same thing about Clarence Thomas, but I can say
The support is real.
right, absolutely. You
It's
know,
disgusting. Like, like we have so much. People will try to emulate us all the time. They emulate everything that we do, but yet we put our money elsewhere. We put our resources elsewhere. I don't get it.
I do.
Well, I think wait, well, really, I don't know about our generation. Like, well, it probably started with our generation, but our black community really so programmed now, even more than ever, really, to keep each other down and hate on each other
Mhm. And
more
my
than
like
ever.
what the thing with that is like I have no time for that. Like it takes so much energy to hate on somebody else and to dislike somebody else. It takes so much energy if you just do you and focus on like the positive, so much stuff will change. Like it is so crazy. Like when you just be like, you know what? Duck water on the duck's back. Just let it roll off. Keep on pushing.
Yeah,
Look at my
but shit,
homeboy.
Wanda, like, think about it. This podcast should be probably number one in the world with everybody that all of us know.
It
I
should
mean,
be.
let's be real about that.
I
So
mean,
that's
but at the
been
same time, we're
that's
not
been my.
stopping.
Go
We're
ahead.
continuing to move. Like we're continuing to push.
And
And
that's
I
what
mean,
you
I
that's hey, that's what you're supposed to do.
so I just feel like accountability is a very big part though, because we don't want to take accountability because we're too busy blaming everybody else on why we don't have and why we can't do. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Dirt, you was finna say something because I don't want to step on your toes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so on that part of accountability, and you are 100% correct, Wanda, because what we are going to do is we are about to placate to the masses for emotional stimulation. You get black people. First off, I don't understand why our culture don't get this shit, and it has literally nothing to do with any other culture, but it's the honest truth about who and where we are right now.
What up,
We
Nick?
what's happening,
Nick,
Nick?
Nick, 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 Nick.
Nickelodeon. But we are nothing more and nothing less than entertainment for the masses. That's what we are. We're entertainment in birth, we're entertainment in relationships, we're entertainment with sports, and we're entertainment even up to death, which is what we've seen.
Hmm.
Look at the last few years about how we've been publicized for getting killed by cops. White people have been getting killed by cops too. There was a couple of Mexican brothers that got killed by cops. There's been some other. There's been a lot of people that have been killed by cops, and I'm not taking any of that platform away from us, right?
Hmm.
But we're not the only ones, and a lot of people don't like hearing that shit. We're not the only ones. But what again, and I keep saying this, this is what our culture has. We've given this away. We've we don't define ourselves. We allow media, propaganda, and everything in every space in between to define who we are, except for us.
And the crazy thing is, like, we wait on social media to tell us how to think and how to feel.
Exactly.
We wait, like, that's what we wait on. We wait on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok to tell us how to feel, rather than feel your emotions and feel whatever you feel for yourself. Like, wait a minute. Like, we nobody ever wants to think for themselves anymore. We wait on somebody else to think for us, and then like, oh yeah, that sounds about right. Let's go with that.
And I think that's part of it. It's not just that, but it's we take our prompts from the people that are doing it wrong. We are taking our prompts from the motherfuckers that are doing it wrong. Why are we giving so much, or have we put so much emphasis on these motherfuckers, Blueface and whoever his girlfriend is? That's not.
Krishan,
So are we programmed to the
I know
wrong
who that
shit?
is.
Say again, cuz.
I say, are we programmed to the wrong shit?
Absolutely,
Yes, absolutely.
absolutely. We're
Yes.
we're going to buy into something one way or another. We are all consumers of something, whether it be Black and Miles, Newports, Cools, Chronic, Crack. I'm just, I wasn't against. I just saw the black in your mouth, girl. We are all consumers of something. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm a Samsung guy, but I just got an iPhone. But we're all consumers of something. But what we haven't consumed as a culture, we haven't consumed ourselves. That's what we haven't done.
Everybody else has though.
Everybody else has. We
Everybody
haven't
else has
consumed.
though.
We haven't consumed and bought into and invested in Black love. We haven't consumed and bought into Black entrepreneurship. We haven't consumed and bought into Black economics. We haven't consumed and bought into Black empowerment. It's
Yes.
always a skim. You see these small pockets that come up, and then we get some bullshit on the side that overtakes it. There are more TikTok lives with motherfuckers yelling about some bullshit and that are doing numbers than what there are brothers and sisters who are actually putting out like
Like,
straight information.
Preach.
let's just talk about, okay, so y'all know that the BET Awards was last Sunday, right? It was the celebration of 50 years of hip hop. A great milestone for hip hop. Yeah, I know we all hip hop heads. We love hip hop, this, that, and the third. But it was overshadowed by so much drama. It was what's the girl name? JT and Lil Uzi Vert fighting over him talking to Ice Spice. Like, why was that even news? And why do we even know about that? If that was the damn Emmys or the CMAs, nobody would have heard about Taylor Swift going upside whoever she dating at the time had. Nobody would have ever known anything. But since it was
Totally
us
agree.
and what
Totally
we
agree.
do, it was a thing. Everybody got that on camera. Everybody got them living the BET Award. Like, but as soon as like anybody, like Blake Shelton could have dragged Gwen Stefani down the aisle. Nobody would have ever knew nothing.
Hey, fat cuz. You need to go back to the Samsung. I don't appreciate the iPhone move.
Hey,
Hey,
I wasn't gonna get on.
this
I wasn't
this
gonna get on,
Android
Mike. I'm
Nation,
glad
cuz.
you
I
did.
don't know what you doing,
hey, because I switched over to iPhone because, like, no lie, I do a lot of stuff on my phone, especially for the podcast, and it's so much more efficient, so much smoother, so easier and efficient to use than what the
Mike,
Samsung
I can't believe you said that.
is.
No, 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 cuz.
I'm gonna have
Talk
to
to him,
text you
cuz.
later.
Talk to him, cuz.
I can't believe you said it because that was disrespectful. You did not
Nah,
have to
this
go there.
this Samsung Nation, baby. Like, I don't believe you did that, cuz.
That's why me and Mike on this side and y'all on that side.
Hey,
Jig didn't trade it over. Jig
let
didn't trade
me,
it. You know what I'm saying? That's
me-
why they on that side and we on this side, Mike.
hey,
Oh
I
my
still got my
goodness.
Samsung, so calm down. I still got my phone. I
If
didn't.
y'all don't switch them phones over so everybody can have blue bubbles, we gonna have the whole issue, okay?
Now that explain why. Fact, that explain why your contact done changed in my damn phone. I could used to see your picture, like I can see Durst and everybody, but
Yeah,
boy, it's all good, cuz. It's all good.
because I do a lot
He
of
didn't
stuff, cuz,
he
and
didn't trade it, Mike. That's what happened. He didn't trade it.
Boy,
It's not calling trading, it's called upgrading. We can grow. Let's
uh,
grow.
hey,
they got
Let's
the
grow.
S20, they got the S23.
Let's grow. Okay.
dope. It's dope.
It's
It got
called
8K and
grow.
all that. I looked at it. I looked at the S20 and I looked at the iPhone. And then I had to realize what I was actually getting the product for. I got an iPad also. So a lot of the stuff that I do, I have to cross platform it.
It's
And
Y'all
it's
all
got me
good, cuz.
drinking
It's
over
all
here.
good, boy. You finna
Y'all
make
got
me
me
take a shot of this
drinking.
white Hennessy, cuz. I don't believe you
Oh,
did this shit,
don't you
cuz.
do that. That poor young lady that you live with, your wife. Don't you drink that Hennessy tonight if that
Yeah,
girl
she,
gotta go to work in the
get
morning.
on.
hey, Wanda, cuz, everything was cool. As far as that going to, we got married. Now, motherfucker is like a virgin around this motherfucker, cuz.
Hey,
Oh,
that's a great topic because I
it
don't
Like,
is.
understand that.
I don't know what
I
happened.
I tell you
I
what.
don't know. I'm just speaking on it
Oh
because
my God.
a lot of the guys talk about it at work, but I don't understand it because it's still y'all had that drive, y'all had that energy going into it. Like
Boy, oh
what
my
changed
God,
up?
cuz. Bob, tell me what did change?
Okay, let me explain. Let me explain. When you become a wife, you take on other responsibilities. Okay? When you a
Oh,
girlfriend, listen, let me
Okay.
finish.
All right, my bad, cuz. My bad. You right.
When you a girlfriend, I ain't gotta worry about your household. I ain't gotta worry about what you eat. I ain't gotta worry about what you wearing to work tomorrow. I ain't gotta worry about none of that when I'm your girlfriend. So I got time to throw it in a circle, okay? But when I'm your wife, when I become your wife, I have these other responsibilities.
You still
Excuse
better
me.
be throwing that ass in the circle.
Wait a minute, let me finish.
Okay, all right, my bad. My
yeah,
bad.
let her fuck, cuz I
Now,
gotta hear this too, cuz.
now let me finish. Now that I'm a wife, I also have to make sure that all of your other needs are met. The needs that you need to provide for our household. You got work clothes. You got clean house. You got a clean shower. You got a decent meal in your stomach. And then I have to go to work myself. When I get home and take care of all that stuff, and I get in the bed next to you, it's not that I don't want to throw that ass in a circle. You might get a straight line that night. You might not get the whole full circle, or you might not get anything but a cuddle. But just know that you are still loved. Okay.
Mm.
Cuz, I can't speak for no, I can't speak for Turtle Fat on this, but all the responsibilities now on her,
Right.
and it's ain't no excuse there.
Look
And
now,
she she
I'm
she
gonna
gon'
defend this young
she
lady
she making
because
my Calvin sign come out.
All right. So let's time out. Let's
oh
time out. Let's time out real
Lord,
quick. So for the main topic, does anybody else have anything else to add for the main topic?
no. Y'all got my sister on the floor over there. Y'all
Because
is tripping.
let me ask this to the panel also. Are y'all up to do an after hours? We ain't did one in a while.
Cause I think we heard Jig. We need to just go ahead. We
Well then
heard.
let's go. Shit, let's go. I gotta work
Shit,
tomorrow.
We
yeah, we heard
we
cuz like
heard.
fuck that cuz like
All
Let's go.
right. So do y'all want to
I
y'all
think
want to end the broadcast and just go on and talk, or we just gonna keep talking?
we
I think
heard.
we gonna keep it
We
All
going.
right.
spend another.
Let's just keep it going
We spend
then.
another 10. We can spend another 10 minutes here. We heard. We heard.
yeah, we
And
All
then
heard
we
right.
can do our
cuz.
So
final.
what
We
you
can do our
saying
All
final
right,
is
thoughts.
MC. Go ahead, cuz.
when you drink that white Hennessy, aka liquid Viagra,
Mm-hmm.
aka liquid Cialis,
Yeah,
that
That's
are you saying that you just gonna be pitching a tent, Or it's just, I mean, like, what are we saying? Because I don't feel like she will leave you
Only
hanging like that.
only thing gonna happen when I take this shot and be like, damn. And I'm gonna look over, she gonna be snoring.
Then wake her up. Like, we like that shit. Wake us up.
All that boring shit, cuz I can't
Okay.
get down. I can't get down with it.
Okay, listen. It's gonna take us a good 2 minutes to wake up. And then it's not gonna be like, give us 2 minutes to wake up, and then it won't be boring.
You got
Cause
10.
it's not. It ain't supposed to be. Why did it have to change? Cause we got married. Like
I don't think that's what
had I known it was like gonna go to from 10 to 0, like like I would have did to Uncle JB. Let's just stay together. We ain't never gotta get married though. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
this poor young lady is not on her to defend herself. So I'm gonna say this. I just feel like
Fat, you been married. Dirt, you married. Am I lying about anything?
I'm gonna let Wanda go ahead and say what she about to say, and then Dirt, and then I'm gonna hit
Okay, okay, go ahead, Wanda, cuz.
I lost my thought. I really did. I just lost my thought. Oh,
Go
that's a
ahead,
good
Dirt.
question.
Go ahead, Peace. What you got?
Are
cuz?
you still dating her, Mike?
I dated her for a year before we
No,
even.
I mean, while you're married, are you still giving her those dating vibes?
Hey, I haven't changed nothing.
Are you sure about that, though?
I'm straight Casanova.
Okay, okay.
But that don't mean she got to try to take my porn star out of it. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all want to join the conversation, just go ahead and hit the link, and we'll bring you in.
Yeah, bring everybody in, because surely these married men out here they feel me somewhere.
I do see one married man on here for sure. I'm not sure if my married man is on here because he ain't got no complaints. I'm just gonna pop my Collins, you know. But
you're a motherfucking Calvin. I know you ain't got no complaints.
Then again, I'm a Calvin. So we just build different.
Dirt, what you finna say, cuz? What you finna say, cuz? Go ahead, Dirt, cuz.
See, you went and reverted back to the Calvin in you. You see what I'm saying? That should have already been there. The heathen in you. See, I told y'all first and foremost, I was a heathen.
Oh my God.
So my wife knows my heathen mode, my heathen drive. She knows I you know what I'm saying? She
Mike got fans. I'm just saying.
When I anytime I'm double fisted. So
Alice, you know I love you, girl.
You talking about a shot, you know what I'm saying? I'm always double fisted. So that energy, that drive is always there. So you know what I'm saying?
So does liquor automatically make you liquor is automatically Cialis or Viagra? Automatically liquor, period.
No.
It's just the.
So should she automatically know, I'm drinking, so she better be ready to bend that thing over? Is that what it is?
No, cuz it ain't that, cuz like she ain't. See,
it's the energy between the couples that you know going into the relationship, like that's there.
Yeah.
Even with like what you say, Wanda, even with
it's not echoing
shit,
no
the
more.
only day of the week that I don't have off is Tuesday. I got basketball practice, I got swim classes, we got everything going on.
Right.
And it's still that time for that energy. You see what I'm saying? It's still.
But
it's
is it though? It's only 24 hours in a day. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And you know, sometimes and we may have, I'm gonna be honest, we may have every intention, like, you know, we may have been flirting all day through the phone and have every intention to rock in your world when I get home. But once I get my ass in that king size bed with my body pillow, shit changes. You
can't be talking about going an hour and a half. Goddamn me, some nights. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cut that. You gotta cut that shit down.
That's
you see what I'm saying?
Damn long. Oh my
5-10 minutes. Sometimes it's 5-10 minutes. But look,
Give me a good 4, and I'm good.
We
Give
gotta
me a
do
good 4.
more than that. Look, some issues got to be handled. There's some shit I done probably seen back when I was a kid that
Who
jumped
needs a
in
fucking
on a
hour,
fucked
bro?
up movie.
That is too
Gotta-
much. I am damn near 40. I am not. No. I'm not trying to go no hour nothing. No, thank
Hey,
you.
cuz, what you say,
Sir,
cuz?
please.
Look, it be times where I be like, damn, I remember I saw this one movie,
Hey, buddy.
and
You know how many moves you can get in 4 minutes? That's a lot of. You can get a lot of moves in 4 minutes.
oh, you can't. Not at this age. You get Charlie horses and shit. You got to take your time.
Right,
You got
that's
to take your
top.
time.
Take
You
your
got to,
time.
yeah. You got to have bottles of water on the side of you. You got to have all that
Who
shit.
don't go to bed with a bottle of water?
I don't all the time.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point, sister. Y'all ever do that? I love morning
Absolutely.
sex.
Let me tell you
Then
something.
you late for work. You know what I'm
Fuck
saying? Because you done already hit the snooze
Hey,
20
sometimes
times.
that D is
and
worse
then-
being late for. I'm just saying.
It'd be worth it. I done.
Hey,
It's
there's nothing better than morning wood. Take advantage of morning wood. Oh my
really
God.
Look,
That
man,
shit is
take advantage of morning wood. Also, if you live close enough to
what?
the crib or just meet up somewhere in the parking lot for a nooner, do it.
A parking lot. Y'all is grown. Y'all better not be fucking in no parking lot.
Shit,
Hey, cuz, you gotta keep it spontaneous. I'm with Fat.
I got a Volkswagen. I
We
can
is
lay all the
grown.
seats down and I can stretch
Well,
out
I
in
ain't
my
got no
vehicle.
Volkswagen.
Look, I can stretch all the way out in my vehicle and sleep comfortably. I've done it before. I will
What
lay
stretches y'all doing?
down.
That is not sexy. I hope you ain't doing them stretches in front of your woman.
Look, I will lay them seats down and
That is
I
not
will.
sexy. You get up and you all like this. If I see you on the
Yeah.
side of the bed stretching before you, I'm like,
Look,
bro, don't even worry about it.
sometimes you gotta do a hips rotation. Sometimes you gotta
You
stretch.
the only one against core sex. Core
Yeah.
sex is fire. You the only one against core
Yeah,
sex.
when I was 20.
You gotta stretch. You gotta get
Nah,
flexible.
cuz, that shit still fun, man. Like,
I don't know. I can't remember the last time I had car
really,
sex.
like, Lord forgive me.
Especially like look, if she get frustrated because of some shit at work, you know what? Just go ahead and take it out on me. Take it on me. Let's do that.
Yeah.
It's the head with them too, but I tell you what, I got some I got a safe space for you to let that aggression out on. Come on over here.
So how do you let your girl know that, hey, I'm in the mood, I'm ready, to throw that thing down? Maybe that has something to do with it.
Just by waking up. If I'm walking, that means I'm ready. Now let me
Hey, get your ass.
Get the poking you in the side, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That time.
Yeah, it's a lot of ways, Wanda, cuz, like.
He said it'd be some furniture movement going.
Look, ow, that's real. You look, take some time.
Yeah. I've definitely done the midday sex and went back to work with like, can't nothing in this bitch
Don't
frustrate
nothing
me.
faze me.
Can't nothing over here frustrate me. Period.
Right.
I'm a construction worker and the legs don't be right after lunch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's a bad moment. You know what I'm saying?
Good point. So I am with MC though. For some reason, it seems as though, and I can only talk about past experiences, but for some reason, it seems as though like the lead up, the dating phase of everything, like it's all just like we finna get after it. We get into it, right?
Got like some little bunnies.
Yeah, and then there's some magic happens, right? Some black magic happens after you put a ring on it, and then that shit just abracadabra, it disappears.
I don't know, cause I think I don't know. After I got my ring, I think I got a little bit more mojo. Like,
now
I
let
can
me
do all that.
again. That's
y'all need to be more heathens.
Oh, I'm a
heathen.
heathen.
Need to go back to y'all childhood. Y'all not heathens nowadays. Y'all trying to be gentlemen and and you know what I'm saying.
Who wants
That's
a
your wife,
gentleman in
that's
the
your queen.
bedroom?
Understandable. You know what I'm saying. You could treat her in a certain
Nobody
way.
wants a
You let
gentleman
her.
in the bedroom. I
Don't
want
nobody want
Christian
no
Grey.
boring motherfucker in the bed
What
either,
you said,
man.
Wanda, you know what I'm
Damn
saying? That
starfish.
might be y'all
That's what
problem.
I
Y'all
call
might be in there too long. That's what I'm saying. Y'all might be
I'm
in there
okay.
trying to.
So when you say boring, what are you like? What do you mean?
I
Like,
really mean that. Like, where the participation at?
um, there's participation because if there's no
Make her
participation, it
interact.
would
Make her
not be.
interact. You know what
It
I'm saying?
wouldn't
Flip
be.
over, roll over. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's a
If there
different
was
touch.
no
It's different. Oh,
participation,
go
it'd
ahead, Wanda.
literally be like rubbing a tire against like a dry tire against the concrete. There would
Hey,
be no like.
anyway, that shit horrible. And I
I mean, sometimes I'm like, hey, if you want to, like, we can, but I'm gonna be like, like we gonna do it the lazy way. It's up to you.
it.
Take it or leave it.
I done told baby,
Communication. Talk to her, Mike. Talk to her one
you
time.
ain't got to be
That
awake.
might be the thing.
Don't
That's
you?
true too. Sometimes I don't even be awake. I just roll like what the like,
You know what's
what
going
up?
I told her, look, I ain't gotta wake up. That ain't gonna stop the rest.
I really don't
yeah.
feel like y'all need to be awake, especially when that morning wood. I'm like, you know what? He's asking for me. He asked for my intervention. He's bad. Like, hey, that morning wood. I'm like, he said the
Hey,
bat signal was
see
there. I'm
Wanda,
like,
see Wanda a heathen like me. You
You
see what I'm
can,
saying?
like,
We
hey, that
heathens
morning
up
wood
here.
sent the bat signal. He like, oh, I don't need your permission. You keep snoring. Do what you gotta do. But he
right.
said he ready to go. And then I get these crazy looks when he trying to wake. He like, what the fuck? No worry. I'm like, don't worry about it. Go back to sleep. I'm almost done now.
I had
I'm
a,
like,
I had a, I went to go take a nap the other day, and I had a dream about my woman so strong I had to wake the hell up. Like,
oh my God. So are y'all still having wet dreams after 40?
I mean, I'm not saying that's what it was, but it could probably ended up being that because it was so vivid. And I know she ain't here right now because hell, she in Missouri. But I called when we
I'm
talked.
just
I
I
was
don't
like,
think
wondering.
they
baby,
wet dreams, but I think we still have them. You know what I'm saying?
we be having them vivid
Just
visions.
wondering. After 40, that's still a thing. I'm just wondering. I don't
They
know.
Hey,
I don't
that,
have them.
hey, I mean, after 40, just the age that like it don't stop their mojo.
right,
Okay.
absolutely.
It
I was
don't
just
stop the
wondering.
mind.
I don't
It
know.
don't stop the mind or the
Nah,
imagination from
don't
thinking.
worry about that one. Man, no motherfucking mojo don't go nowhere.
Yeah, I think it's just be it's like dreaming. You know what I'm saying? Like dreaming is a realm. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
uh, fantasizing is a realm. You know what I'm saying? So all day long, people live in different realms. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You at work doing your job, but you fantasizing about something else, or you thinking about
I'm
something
really
else,
not
or
sure how we got on this conversation, but it is hilarious and
MC,
I'm loving it. but
MC change
like,
up
I'm
the
really,
whole topic.
I'm really not sure. But I'm glad that we're here and we're adults and we're having this conversation.
I was just trying to see, man, cause god
I mean,
damn,
I honestly
cause
I really don't feel like marriage changes anything.
but I
As far
it's not supposed to, cause
right.
I
as
don't
I'm
far
think
s-
as
so.
as far as the sexual aspect goes, because I still think that my husband is as sexy as he was when we first met. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And he still does it for me.
Yeah.
And so whenever that back signal ready, I'm ready to, reply.
And so
So
it takes because marriage you go through different phases.
that's
Uh,
true.
you go through the
I
dating
mean, and
phase.
honestly, we do get tired. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets tired. You have
Absolutely.
every intention of
Yeah.
doing something, but sometimes you just fall asleep and
Right.
shit happens.
As long as that shit don't happen for months on end, because that be the
Yeah.
right, and
yeah, cause I'm with you, cause
that's what causes.
months on end.
Yeah, and you can't have that. You can't have that.
I'm just I'm
You
just
really
gonna
can't.
plead with my cousin to not revert back to your Calvin ways because I know how y'all get down.
You
Mhm.
too
And
late.
But that's where I was going. That's where I was going because And that's natural for any person. That's natural for any person. If you have been trying to put the work back in to get to where you're trying to be, especially when it's with your person, but you can like
I've
nobody's
been
going
drinking too much for this conversation.
ain't nobody just finna keep getting rejected, especially men, because that's part of our that's what we need that shit. We need
Hey,
it
real
But
talk, cuz. Real
okay.
talk.
That's a good question. Why are men so physical? Like, why are y'all more physical?
because that's just part of our DNA
It's
makeup.
I think that's just a
it's
man thing,
energy.
cuz.
For as me, I'm an energy person, and it's energy for me. It's like you eat, that's fuel. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So with fuel, you burn it off. You know what I'm saying? That's a form of burning it off. You see what I'm saying? For an individual, for a male, that's a
But
form of
males are
burning
like
it
y'all
off.
are like very like it. That's why when women be like, oh my god, he only thinks with his dick. He only that's all he cares about. Da 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 da. And it's not that that's all y'all think about, but I think that's the best way y'all can get across how y'all really feel. And I just need to know why
It's a
that
great
is.
motivational tool.
It is, but
Yeah, cuz.
what women have to remember,
I ain't
what
gonna
women,
What
lie, I be
y'all
getting
don't
motivated. I'm
understand,
like, let
y'all
me
can
go
get
make
us
this
to
nigga some
do.
breakfast because he didn't.
right?
Y'all can get us to do so much if y'all played into
Who we
fueling that energy, like I was
I'm just
saying.
gonna
You see what I'm
say
saying?
that my yard, my front and backyard got clean this week. So
Yes. Look, so because we're so much more physical than y'all for a reason. If you look at how we actually push out emotions, we got one or two emotions. We either happy or we fighting, right?
mhm,
When we get upset, the reason why men don't take the same route that women do is because we know that it's going to result to physical violence. There's only so much bullshit we can kick before we got to pick up fists. We're simply physical. That's who we are
mhm,
by nature, right? And if you look at that, but that's the history of humans. That's how shit gets built. It takes the physical aspect of things for stuff to happen, right? And now that's
mhm,
not negating the emotional aspect that y'all bring to us because we need that shit. But
mhm,
initially, everything like even with my son, we play fight, and he knows that I love him because
mhm.
that's our outward expression. That's how we play with each other, right? That's even when I was with my little cousins, TNT, I was play
Look
fighting
at
with
the
them,
puppy. He keep popping up there. The
right?
puppy keep popping up
Yes.
there. Hi, Boo Boo. I
But
miss
that
my
Maverick,
other little dog so
say hi,
bad.
buddy.
Hi, Boo Boo.
We got another litter of Calvin's miniature schnauzers on the way.
plug
Shut
it,
up.
plug it, plug
Come
it.
on and plug us, plug yourself, cuz.
Yeah,
Like
plug it,
you
girl.
know, you
I can
got the
get back to what
network.
I
You
was
mess with us. Come on, go
Max.
ahead,
I can
Jig.
get
But I
back to
want
what
a
I was saying in a
boy.
second. But plug miniature schnauzers, cause I'll do it.
Uh, I'm trying to get me some podcast. Girl, like you always wearing her lately, cuz. I mean, what the fuck, cuz? Can I
Okay,
get a hat
so
or
that's
something?
coming. It's coming.
Fucking
It's
t-shirt.
coming.
It's coming. Jig gonna come to St.
We
Louis. He
work.
gonna
We
show me
definitely
because
working on
I'm
it.
in the
It's
works of trying to
coming.
get me a printer right now so I can print my own stuff off.
I mean, cause that's
But
the support I'm trying to show.
We got
We
it coming.
appreciate it. It's coming.
Absolutely,
We
I need
promise
you.
it's coming.
it is. We got it coming out. We
Shit,
got.
no, I'm gonna have all y'all haters really mad.
Give us a second. We working on it. I'm gonna slide back through St. Louis in less than a month. All three of us we gonna get together. We gonna
Had
make
a
some shit.
bloodline socks around this motherfucker.
Not
It can be a
stop.
thing. It can be a thing.
I am
And
So
we
weak.
definitely appreciate all the love and support
We
from everyone.
do.
facts.
Everybody
We
that came
do.
in the comment sections tonight, everybody that, you know what I'm saying, just when
Hey,
we talk
mama.
about
I just
y'all
know,
not
like,
coming
I
on
never
here.
like really just realized, talking to y'all, my guy cousins. I just like, I really understand like my husband a lot more. I understand like men in general. You know what I'm saying? And
We
I just
simple.
be like,
We simple. We so simple.
y'all are, and it's kind of frustrating because we don't think that it's that simple,
You
but
don't.
it's rather simple. It's really simple. Y'all just need to be fed. Y'all just need to be fed and fucked, and y'all all right.
I
But
promised the guy, cuz. Straight
but
up.
just Y'all just need to be fed and fucked and y'all good.
Well, I
But
promise,
at the same
boy.
time, we think that y'all need way more. Like y'all need y'all need and y'all do. And I don't think y'all realize that y'all need as much as y'all do. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I didn't know that I needed as much as I did until Maya was started pointing stuff out to me. I was cool.
But I think women do way much more. I be telling my wife, I be like,
Because we
baby, chill
know
out,
that's
chill
what
out.
y'all need.
No, it's not, but it don't always have to come at that moment or that time or right
Right.
now. You see what
Hmm
I'm saying? Like it's really a gap. It's really you really have time to really chill. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to doing them day-to-day activities that you put on your shoulder. Y'all
hmm
put so much on our shoulder, and we be like, we cool. You know what I'm saying? We'll shoulder block a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to
Cause
make
that's
sure
that
that
overthinking though.
we
A
simple.
lot of women do.
Yeah. I mean, we do. Because we just don't believe that shit is that simple. I mean, it can't be.
It absolutely is. It does not have to. Look, if what happens is
Hey,
when we're
mama.
talking, y'all hear what you want it to be. Women
Yeah.
hear what you want it to be instead of listening to what we actually saying. If you
So
would pay more attention to listening to what we're actually saying and not putting anything else in there, y'all lives with us would be so much simpler.
speaking of which, so I was
Women don't
yeah.
believe things are handled. That's what women problems are. Women don't
No,
believe
what
things are
like
handled
honestly,
in the
when y'all say
day-to-day
shit, we
activity.
do hear something different. Cause I was at work like a couple weeks ago, and one of my students was like, "Miss Rwanda, you look tired." I said, "What the fuck?" I said, "You said I'm ugly?" He said, "No, I didn't say that." So what are you saying? Cause I mean, I legit ass was tired. I was tired as fuck. I was tired because I've been working and coming home dealing with other shit and where might I go? But
Hopefully you hop back up in a second.
yeah, and I like this nigga just called me ugly,
Nah,
and that's not what he said at all. It's not what he said,
nah, that
and
was probably
I was in my feelings for a little minute, and I had to check myself. I was like, do I look tired?
you was probably sleepy, just like the other night when Dirt was like, "Yeah, cuz you need to get some rest. You look like you tired." I was, and
Yeah,
that's
that's different because you a
that's
dude. You don't tell a woman she looks tired.
shit.
How
I
you
would.
get in here?
I tell a motherfucker quick. Damn, killer, you look sleepy than a motherfucker. You look
How'd
tired.
you get in here? There
Go
he
ahead.
go.
Hey, don't let me find out that was your iPhone, cuz.
It was.
Then you on this side right here, Mike. It's them over there. You know what I'm saying? They
Hey,
kicking us off now.
Oh
That's
Yeah,
what's
my
wrong with
god.
cause I know how y'all be acting
yeah.
sometimes.
so
Oh
listen
my
listen
god.
to me, Mike. You know what I'm saying? So I got the same setup that I done had since we've been doing the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I got the same setup. Jig get on with a new iPhone tonight. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden I got problems. You know what I'm saying? It's
Oh
all
my
on me.
god.
But
I
I'm not
heard
It's
that,
using
counting to
cuz.
me.
my I'm not using
It's
my
them,
iPhone
bro.
for the
They blocking me
podcast.
out, bro.
I'm not using my iPhone for the podcast. It's over here.
Oh,
I'm
Cause
using
they
my
look like you on TikTok on that.
Is in the room, and
I'm on
it's causing interference and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
wanted that
jigging them.
motherfucker big, cuz.
that's my
yeah.
buddy. That's my
This,
buddy.
this
My,
is Adonis.
yeah, that's my guy. I'm still Adonis.
You can come get his ass. I had to dope him up. I got him some doggy CBD.
A word?
Yes, like he be tripping, bro. Like he has so much energy, and my other dog, she's super chill, and sometimes she just be like, "Get him, like mama, like save me." So I got him some doggy. It's called Doggy Wana, and it's CBD chews for dogs,
Okay.
and since he's like 75 pounds, he has to take three.
Damn.
Yeah. Um,
Big boy.
yeah, he was looking at me like, "Mama, what'd you do to me?" He was like, he didn't know what the hell was going on. He was like, what did you do? I'm like, I know your ass can't move, can you? He just went to his cage and laid there.
Don't be trying to overdose that dog, cuz.
I didn't overdose.
Give me a second, I'll be right back. I gotta get a refresh.
What's up, Dirk?
I gotta go get the twins.
Oh, okay.
But
All right,
let's
let's
go.
go ahead and let's end this.
Let's go ahead.
Okay, cuz. It was fun. I love y'all.
Kevin,
You ain't gotta hop off. I'm
final thoughts.
doing
Give your
after
final
live. We'll
thoughts,
still be
Mike.
on.
We got final thoughts real quick.
Give your
Yeah.
final thoughts, Mike.
We if I feel like I just want to say this because I hate I have to always say it when we at a funeral, but even if it start with us, cuz we can do better.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna just leave it like that. We can do better, and that's it for me. Cuz I hope y'all have a good
Well,
weekend.
make sure you come up to my car parties when I start them up.
Long as everybody invited, cuz you know I'm coming.
Who's not invited? Everybody's invited. It's my house. I don't care. This is Switzerland over here.
I know that shit right, cuz. I know that shit right.
It's Switzerland over here.
They're my final thoughts though, and as far as our topic tonight, I think you better I guess you know it's vital that you pick and choose your battles wisely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I just know a motherfucker hit my mama like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to jail.
I don't blame it. I don't blame it.
So other than that, that's all I got to say about that.
Right on, cuz.
Well, thank
Thanks
you for coming on and kicking it with us.
Facts.
Yeah, it's all love.
Much love,
Bloodline clothing line coming out. Let me know.
Got you.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, I'll see y'all later though.
All right, cuz. Love you.
All right, love y'all too.
Love you.
Dirk, what's your final thoughts? Because I know you got to dip in the second too, cuzzo.
Man, support your people first and foremost. Always been the thing for me. You can look back at my final thoughts for a couple years. Support your people. Why not? We are here for one genuine point. And it's just
And for
support.
a short time, I think.
Right. It's just support and love. Let's rock with each other. Let's show this love. That's why I ain't speak on the affirmative action thing, because I was with you, Jig. It resonated so much to us. Yeah, it resonated so much towards us that it was just like people ain't gonna get it. They gonna think my agenda, your agenda, one agenda is totally different. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just being just one circle. Right. We are here for one another. So support your people.
Show.
Feeling that.
What you got, One?
Basically, just what everybody else been saying. Like, as a community, we have to sit together. We have to we can do it on our own. We don't need anybody else but each other. So give each other some grace, give each other some love, support. That's all you need to really survive. You know? Oh yeah, awesome. Don't forget to brush your fluff.
All set up. And so my final thoughts are just like always. Long story short, just be love, man. Be love, and support.
Love and light.
Give the next person a little more mercy, a little more grace, and sprinkle that with copious amounts of love, and be better for each other. So those are my final thoughts. I could say a lot more. I'm not, because we got a dip. But for those of y'all that came out tonight and supported us, we definitely appreciate it. And it's not.
Yes, Lord. Thank y'all for the support.
Right. We see you and we thank you. So with that being said, in the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank y'all for coming out. God bless. And
good night.
Good night, good people.